So, Canadian friend, next video, the Boulder Würfel it is called, you know. That is an own building only made for Boulder people, you know, to climb. Very original. I don't know if you see that in another city like this. And here we are at the entrance, and there are my stairs, the toughest ones, you know. They are reopened up, I have shown this. And that is important because at this complex here you see the stairs on, and that complex goes on there, overground. And under this thing, you know, there is the autostrada, you know, the highway for the cars. And so this platform on there was always empty, you know, there was nothing. And then the city decided, hey, why not make there a cool park on there for people to walk, to relax, for the dogs, and also a boulder, an own boulder tool. I've trained there, very, very cool. And now here you see it better, this is this wall, and there on is the park, you know. Ding dong, ding dong. You hear the bells? They are all the times. Here, water, you know. And there it is, you can drink it, you know. It's always important, read if you can drink it or not. And on there is all green field. And in this tunnel, there is the highway for the cars, you know. And on there they made it. And you have a different entrances, you know. The most left side is the toughest stairs, you know. And here it is very tough, and at the end of this park on there is a field where I learned skiing, you know, and there you can also enter in. And here is the toughest to enter in. That is a part of King of Steepness, you know. My main goal is Demolition Tower, you know, the stairs, and with bicycle King of Steepness. And this route is one part of it, and that is brutal, you know. Now here it starts, and that goes up. Even with walking now, you know, I'm not trained now. I walked 3-4 hours now. I drove with my bicycle 2-3 hours, but only straight, also only relaxed, you know. But now also to move up this is very, very tough. The end is so steep that is steeper than Höttinger Hill, you know, the last meters. And that is brutal. Now, this is the complex, you know. We go to the walking way if a car comes, because it is a little bit dark in there. But the end is so steep. But the Boulder Würfel, that is cool, you know. But I'm very seldom there to train because I have my stairs here. I have all what I need by the toughest stairs. The toughest stairs is my most lovely one. Here you also have stairs to come up, but we make the route here now. I will not drive with the bicycle. That is too tough now to me, you know. I have to come in again. Always make it step by step. Also walking up is now tough, you know. I will bring out my smartphone, then we measure how steep this really is, you know. That would be interesting. Watch. Here it goes, you know. That is normal steep, but the end, that is so steep, I swear you. You know, but 2-3 weeks, then you are in again. But do never always relax to come in again, you know. Not weeks, nothing, yeah, because of illness, and then boom, second day, third day, the toughest route. No, take time. That also goes, but then the last part is so steep that sometimes when you are not used to drive such steep things, you are a little bit scared to enter in. Mountain bikers who jump in the mountains, they have no problem, you know. They would laugh, but that is really, really steep, you know. We move on, that you see that. And here we are already there at the park. You see? Here is the main entrance. But I will move up the last part, the last meters, and then we drive down and enter in to the Boulder Würfel, one of the best outviews. And with that word, I say it right now, when you come here, or why do I come here? To relax for the outview, you know, to see the outview. Only for that reason, to have a training where you say, yeah, not the best option to me. Take my kettlebell, tough to, you know, it's also a thing. I have to bring my kettlebell by me. And with the bicycle, you know, in the backpack, the heavy one does not go. I need the city bike, and the city bike weighs in 22 kilo. And then the kettlebell to come here is so tough, then the training is almost done, you know. And that is also reason. Now watch. Here is this steep part. But the last meters, I tell you, that is brutal, you know. When you drive it by once, it's also tough. When you are trained by high climbing things, one time is no problem. But when you come here, you know, after 2 hours only driving the hardest things, or so after 4 hours, I guarantee you that is absolutely brutal then. So the last meters on there, and here, you know, you could use the other stairs. There are second stairs on the other side, but there are more people with dogs entering in. And that is why I don't use the Boulder Würfel. But it is a cool tool, you know, to stay on there. But now, these are the last meters. That is, whew. Also the walking, you know. But now exactly those few meters, you feel it. And that is also, that is not straight, that is also steep, this street, you know. And down there, is the other entrance, you know, the normal entrance to come with bicycle. So, but now I will measure how steep this is here. I've never measured, but the view is so great. I have to, yeah, now I show you the view from the Boulder Würfel then. Wait, my smartphone. Wait, we have it. Now I'm too hot, you know, now it gets more hot. The changes very quickly. If you are at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, on the way 6-7 degrees, and 2 hours later it has 16-17. But now when you're sweating, I don't take it out. So where do we have this? So wait, we check it out. This was the wrong, well, here it was. So now, surprise, how steep is it? The Höttinger Hölle is 28%. The highest, the steepest 28%. Now we watch it. Yeah. Again, these are the degrees, you know. You see that? We have to make it into steepness. That is the thing. 16.1. We make, wow, that is brave. 19.1, you know, 19.1. Wow, that is steep, you know. Hallo, wow, fleißig. Danke. Da ist steil, he. Super, he. Ciao. So, we watch here again. 19.0, you know, we go on there. 18, you know, but 19 we had here, 18.5. So now we check out the Skala, you know, wait, the Skala, grad and percentage, because they are different, you know. Steep, wait, grad und percent in German. So we had 18.5. Here we have the, so wait. We have to watch out now. Where do we have it? So how much is it now? Wait. we had 19, umrechnen, 35%. 35% steepness here. You see that? There, 19 degrees we had, 34, 35, it was over 19.5 we had. 35% steepness. And the Höttinger Höll has the steepest part 28. So then you can imagine 35 is really brutal here. Because sometimes you don't see that on videos how brutal that is, only if these are a few meters. But when you drive this after hours, that is brutal, you know, really absolutely brutal, because that goes on low. Of course it's only a few minutes, but I drive this 6-7 hours, you know, king of steepness, 6-7 hours, only such things, one after another, and that is really brutal, you know. Hello. So now we go down and now we drive in our park. And you can imagine now, when you have here not the best brakes, you don't want to enter in. It was icy, you know, that was the reason why I didn't want to drive down, because when it's icy and such thing. And here it is a little bit better, these are only the last meters, you know, but 35% around. That is really tough, you know, when you know bicycling. But even here, you know, wait, we have to lean so much backward, you know. But now we enter in the Boulder Tower, and you see you have so much training utilities. Things what people don't see, like this street, they would say, wow, what a shit, that is so steep. And I see, wow, great, the best trainings too. Wait, a little bit shaking now, but I have to be on my brake. So here it is better. And it's all for free, and it is the best training you can do, you know. You don't damage your joints when you have a good bicycle. When you lift heavy weights, yeah, it is good. You get muscles, you get stronger for a sport, you know. But that is not healthy for the joints, you know, when you lift heavy weights. And now here we are. This is it, the park. Oh, there will come a dog. That is the other problem. We have to wait now. You see here is but it is on the line. But sometimes they are not on the lines. Here you see there is a playground for kids, you know. That is cool. And here we come to the stairs. There is not much anymore. That is to relax. And under us is now really the autostrada, the highway, you know. And here you see here is the grass otter. And here are a lot of dog people, because that is to walk with dogs. And here you see a little bit of the outside now. But I have to watch this guy, because here at this side, you know, there are left side and right side. The Boulder Tower is left side, and here we come to my toughest stairs. But here are a lot of people with the dogs without the line, because here is a dog area, you know, and the dog run to you, and this is always a thing, you know. And here the people don't see the dogs because the grass is higher, but it is a nice part, you know. We have to watch out, I show you. But we could escape because the stairs are now opened up, you know. And that is a cool idea, or to build our own park, a relaxed park over the city. And now watch to that outfit. I mean, that is so amazing here. That is so cool. That is the best idea what they could have made. And then a Boulder Würfel. There will come climbers to boulder, and that is something for you, because you can jump off. And here, you know, is the bench, and now here we are. Wow. Welcome to the toughest stairs. You have seen it already, but when we are here, I show you because we didn't move up, there was still ill a bit, you know. But wow, that is the hardest training of last year, exactly here when we ended it. That is so brutal here. There is a reason why it's called the toughest stairs, I tell you that. From above, and then you see, wow. The toughest stairs and the Boulder Würfel 1 unit. And then you know why I'm most of the time here and not at the Boulder Würfel, you know. Wow, here we are. These are the toughest stairs, you know. Until to the ground, and with that out view. Wow. That is my lovely place to train. Exactly here. To stand here when I move up, to relax, to watch here. Now it is in the morning. And then you know, wow, quiet, relaxing, and then the hardest training of them all will come, you know, beside of demolition tower, but that is the goal. But here, for those long stairs down, 1, 2, 3, 4 etages, and then the other ones you have the Australian pull-up bar. Here no one enters in because here not much people live, only a few come up here. The other ones are all at the other entrance. And here you see the highway, you see that? There is the highway and they enter in the tunnel. Oh, that is great, you know. And here on you can relax. Oh, and here is nothing. There we came from the street underground, we drove here, you know, we drove from that side. Sorry, there, you know. Oh, but you can also move up from there, you know, that is the other thing. But there is nothing anymore. Wow, and that is here to stay with the kettlebell. Wow, I swear you, I was sometimes shaking on here. I couldn't move my hand up. That was so brutal, you cannot imagine. And then when I drove home, wow, I almost fall down from my bicycle, you know. I was so shaking that I couldn't move anymore. And then I had to stop and hold me on the wall, because otherwise I would have, now the dog comes as I told you, but he has the line on. And then I hold it on the wall, because otherwise I would fall down, you know, I would fall asleep. That was so brutal, that training here. Oh, but you know, now you know. And at this Boulder Tower, Boulder Würfel, there you will see the out view also, and for that reason you come. It's really, really cool. Now, so we have passed the dog, and here we are. But didn't breathe, you know. Some people don't breathe, some, but you see I have a camera, you know. And so that is the empty area, and the other area that looks impressive is a very big boulder tower. Very cool, you know. Hopefully no people are here. Yeah. And all that what I drive now, that is not a training, you know, that is only to drive from one area to other, you know. And I show the places, but also there you have 2-3 hours on the bicycle, you know, but the heartbeat does not go up much. But still, that is to come in again perfect, you know. So here we are by the kids' place, the entrance, the main entrance, and then the other route. Wow, that is cool, you know. So I show you the kids' place. Maybe you see something for you to jump off, or here you have a small thing, you know. I don't know, to jump off this roof. You have the stairs, it's a parkour thing. We would have done this with skateboard. We also jumped from that high buildings, you know. Yeah, and now we enter in. Table tennis is also here, you know, and here are friendly people, you know. There I have had never a problem or anything. It's really relaxed. It's always important to me that you can relax. Here, table tennis. And now we enter in. And here, you know, these are other stairs. I show you them. Ah, there is another dog. Shit. No. You know, I see that immediately. This is the other entrance. Here I could also train with the... But here I never trained, you know. Because here are much more people. I moved up a lot of times. But you only have those 3 etages. And not 4. And not the long ones. And too many people. Cannot turn, you know, but the other ones, oh, that is brutal, you know. But now I have seen there is someone that drives another one, because the people here most of the time they have no lines, you know. And then of the high grass, that is now stupid, you know. I have to put down, because the dogs don't like this over thing, you know. I don't know why, but we will see now. A climber, he has no t-shirt on. I have the cap and winter jacket, and this guy is, yeah, a nice dog, you know. But you never know. I have different stories with dogs, you know it. Seen a lot of bad things, so I'm always... But now that is so cool there, I tell you that. So only a few meters, And you would not imagine such a thing here, you know. So wow, the outview, that is amazing. And so here we enter in. And that is the last edge, but there you cannot, or almost cannot escape. When there are dogs coming, and the grass is always high here, that you don't see the things, you know. And here it is, the boulder. It looks in reality bigger than on camera, I think, you know, because I have a wide angle now. Here it is, the boulder tower. Wow, with that view, that is amazing. That is pretty cool and very big, you know. And stairs, I drained here, you know, but I show you that. That would be a cool place for you to jump off, you know. Wow. So the garbage, you know. And now here we have it for kids. There are a lot of kids because of the slide. Here you have really a complete soft, you know, very soft thing. And that is all for bouldering, you know. In winter they have it away. I have shown also this. Now those things are here again, you know, and that is pretty cool. You see, and there are people, the kids are climbing on there, then they jump over the rail, slide down. Here you have the benches, and here you have a few stairs. I also crawled them down, but they are as wood. But you can make the Australian pull-ups here, you know. And here, that is really a cool thing, you know. And it looks really bigger in reality than you would imagine. Because when you see that, you know, I am 180, and now watch, I have another 30-40 centimeter to this. And you have all the things, you know, for climbers. It's pretty cool. You know, and this is, you know, when you see that, I'm 180 now, and I am here, you know, I am at this point, yeah, around this. Imagine that point, that yellow stone, that height I am. Then you can imagine that it's really big, and you can jump off this, you know, from the rail on there, from the platform, or from here down, you know, make a backflip as a parkour people. And so that is really nice to train the climbing abilities, you know. Now we go on to the top, and there the view, there I train with the kettlebell or the shadow box. There you only come for the out view, you know. That you say, wow, now I have the best view, or one of the best views. You see, we move up, and here we are. Wow, that is so cool, or? Here to swing the kettlebell, to shadow box. Now it is a bit higher, like in winter. Normally you see to dream court. Wow, the whole length, you know. And again, I tell it always again, I see over in the middle there are mountains, but much more far you will not see it. It's too dusty. I see it with the eyes. Over there is, wow, that is, I tell you, that is so cool, you know. Because, you know, on camera I always see one mountain, not left and not this right one. There comes another one after, and after that you see a millimeter out, you know. Wow. And that is Stonewall Court, you know, the most far court where I drive with bicycle. And to see that you imagine how far this is, that is brutal. And to the other side, you know, between the mountain here and left over there, and then over the mountains left, you come to Ötzi Court. These are routes where you drive 8.5 hours by bicycle in one day to get this. It's a whole day route. Wow. And here the slide. Yeah, and that is a cool thing. And here I make the Australian pull-ups. It is a very thick bar, completely other to grab, you know. But pretty cool. And you see now we are very high on, you know. So here I would say, I don't know, 5-6 meters, huh? I would. Pretty cool, you know. Wow, with that out view, you know. That is so relaxing. For that you come here. Wow, to stay here, to make a break and say, wow, that is for the mind so important, you know. That is why I will never go indoor, you know. That is so amazing. And no one here, you know, no one here. I guarantee you at this city calisthenics park now that will be full maybe, you know. They will be in a small area, all traffic and blah blah blah, and here I'm alone to relax, you know. I enjoy this much more. Boah, that is cool now. Wow, nice. Nice. Now you have seen our Boulder Würfel, absolutely amazing. Yeah, and now people are coming. Talk or not, we will see. So we see us. Until then, bye and ciao.